across the room and just happen to get you in the junk.
Dude, they all got a little Bruce Lee in them, like when they're born, I think. Like every kid is like master marksman of taint punch / testicle kick. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Somewhere you lose it though. You get old, stop knowing where to kick. What's that?
Even on a Tuney day. What's up, Daytime Frank? What's up, Rudy?
I guess we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Are we? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
I don't believe it till I see it. I still don't believe it. It's liars.
Yeah, we're on.
Liars.
Live.
All of you. Well, except for Tuney. Tuney's not a liar. No way.
Yeah. Tuney, you're not live, so you can say whatever you want.
Awesome.
Yeah. Fucking guys are a joke.
Pop out shots.
What's up, Shane Oakley? SCFC crew.
Yes.
Stooge crew.
Oh, Raven. Yeah, what's up, Raven?
Raven Shadow. Oh, yep. Switch the live chat. Boom.
Yeah.
With the assist.
Yeah, with the. Okay.
Well, DTF.
Now I'm at the point where I don't know. Like, I think everything just needs to slide out of the fucking sleeve here, but.
Just take it, get a nice grip on it, and throw it as hard as you can against the wall. It'll happen. It'll come. Yeah.
I don't think that it's meant to not give that easy.
But I mean, once you have all the screws undone, then maybe a little bit of a jarring might get that shit going.
Well, all the screws are loose.
That's what I said. Now that they're loose, throwing it, it'll be fun. Just fucking throw it.
These are all drywall walls, man.
Well, see, Toonie's got the right idea. Find something fucking hard and hit it with it.
And I got a plastic table. I just knocked over all my mods.
I didn't tell you to do that shit, bro.
I made the stormtroopers' heads bounce too.
Excuse me?
I'm confused. So hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
Baby, I can prescribe.
Hey everybody. Yeah, this thing.
So why don't you tell them what you're doing, since you're just obviously going to continue doing it, even though now we're on the show.
Well, once you get started into taking something apart, you always want to keep going until it's all apart. This is the jackaroo. It got dumped in a lake. I can't really say like specifically on the show how would that happen because the video hasn't coming out. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out this jackaroo situation here. I'm trying to get to the board because there's water in it, and I got most of it apart. I got all the top screws. They're all undone. The face plate's off. The buttons are off. I even took the side plates off just in case. But I don't know.
Boom.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to go. Need to watch a DJ LSB video or something.
I need them technical specs to get a little bit deeper.
I'm gonna watch him take it apart, and I'm gonna do
Mr. Tuney, I think you're muted, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
muted.
Muted Tuney.
Call up Philly Bizardo. He'll tell you how to take it apart.
I know, right? He'll give you a solid 45-minute presentation with flashcards on how to do that shit right fucking now.
Who?
Phil Bizardo, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then 20 minutes just talking about,
Dimitri and his ball sack.
Yeah.
I watched them in a hot tub on Facebook for an hour. It was riveting.
Oh yeah, I bet that was.
It was actually awesome because I think they'd had a little bit of fun, whatever. They were hanging out, and yeah, they were in rare form though. It was funny.
I love those guys.
Oh, they're so good. They're so fucking good.
Dude, you know what's cool? Oh, go ahead, Adam.
I was just going to say, we're very, very grateful for Mr. Addy Tuney to join us on the Amigos show. Thanks for giving up your time.
Jeez.
I was honored to be invited. Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
and everybody's got to know that Addy Tuney, he looks like he's 30 years old, but the man's almost 97 years old. So, he's got bedtime. He adheres to that shit. All right. So nobody get all pissy pants when he says he's got to go night-night, all right? Just wanted to put it out there.
Yeah. I'm going to
Happy
be
birthday.
60 this year. Some days I feel it, some days I don't.
Wow.
Dang, dude.
You look
60.
better than my ass.
I'm 30 something and I feel old.
Yeah. Older every
I
day.
feel old now. Like, fuck, just shoot me already.
Life
Put
goes
me out
by
the
fast.
pasture and put a fucking bullet in my brain.
Life goes by fast. Enjoy it. Tell the people you love them, and hug them every day.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
Cheers.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's, you know what's weird too? It's like when you're young, you can't wait to get to the next milestone year, right? Like, you know, when you're a kid and shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then when you get past, like, I would say for me, it was like 31, right? You're at 31 and like pretty much you're thankful that you've made it this far.
Everything else is gravy train.
Man, I made it again. Let's fucking spin that wheel, buddy.
Right? Seriously.
Let's spin that wheel for the next year.
Get to the point where you're aching all the time. You're like, why'd I do that stupid ass shit when I was growing up?
Yeah,
Oh my God,
pretty
dude.
much. I'm
Right.
like, damn it, why did I skateboard? Jeez. So why did you tell me not to do that?
Yeah,
You know, I've got so many aches and pains from sports, but worse than organized sports was skateboarding, because I mean, when you're doing it all day, it's actually really good exercise, right? But the problem is when you fall on a skateboard, you fall on the fucking concrete. You can't skateboard on fucking grass. So when you're young, you spring back up, but then it checks little things in the back of you somewhere, and then they come back out once you get older. You know, it's like,
when we were growing up, nobody wore helmets. I mean, you were freaking. You just didn't, because you get your ass kicked if you came in a helmet. You know?
pretty much.
Elbow pads, knee pads.
Yeah.
I wore a full suit of armor. I was killing it at the skate park.
You know, your parents buy it for you, and then you wear it out of the house. But as soon as you get out there, out of sight,
It goes in a bush.
it's off. You're just like,
You got your designated pads bush.
I get my ass kicked today.
Well, I grew up in the country, so I probably ate 4 or 5 good kilos of dirt before I was the age of 8 as well.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's the breakfast of champions, man.
Damn right.
Indeed.
You want vitamins and minerals? Dirt is what's for breakfast.
You know, they say, you know, when I was a kid anyways, that God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. But what if it has uranium in it? Just saying.
Yeah, that's probably not good. There's a slew of things that could be in some dirt that might not be great for you.
Dog poop.
That's definitely one of them.
Common things that you might find in dirt that could hurt.
Right. Oh, okay. So let me go through the chat.
Well, we got Vandal in the house. Janklin Vapor, what's up, dude? Medquad Mike.
Rudy Flores.
And Sean Typhon just joined. What's up?
The angry motherfucking hippie.
Ja. Way.
What?
Fire.
Is that a rain
Fire.
thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo, boy! Hey! That's about
Right
framing it
near
like
the
a-
beach.
Oh, by the beach, bitch!
Lord of mercy.
Oh, Shane Beekman, what's up, brother? Didn't see you. Who else?
If I wasn't Jamaican, why would I be wearing these horns?
Nonsensical awesomeness.
Yeah.
I've actually got heaps of questions for Mr. Addy. You know.
Oh shit, Adam's coming in hot.
Yeah.
Adam's coming in hot.
Questions.
Look the fuck out. Step back, he's gonna do his Bree Stumps thing.
All right. Before Adam gets started on that, though, I just wanted to let everybody know, for the people that, you know, actually like seeing Vape Malone in this little box here, for the duration of the show, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. What's up, Lady Loves Vapor? Because I have to leave at 7. I got some shit to handle. But
Asshole!
I just want to let everybody know that I still love y'all and everything. But I will be on another show tomorrow. I'll be on Fresh's. What is it? Fresh from the Kitchen on Tuesdays. Yep. Fresh from the Kitchen. Vape Malone will be on Fresh from the Kitchen tomorrow. So make sure you join in for that. That's all the propaganda I got for you. Adam, take it away.
Actually, I'm going to take this opportunity for a little self-indulgent news. Coming up soon on the Amigos, as everyone knows, I have Breezetone's coils. I'm going to be offering a little discount code that you will be able to use when you buy Breezetone's coils. The code will be offered during the show. Working out the details at the present moment in time. The website has been updated, so officially I can ship internationally.
And plus, we have.
Let's be real. It's not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Let's be real. If people buy from the website, it's not great shipping, but it's possible. But that's coming up very soon, as of the start of next month. So, which is only what is that? Like a week, 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere that would like to try my fully sick coils, then we're going to be doing that and offering you a little discount. So,
life's better with Breezetone's coils, so you should just fucking buy them.
You're goddamn right.
That's the hashtag. Just fucking buy them.
Rolled it into one sentence there.
Especially when you got like top secret ones. Ooh, top secret ones.
Yeah.
Are those like K-Funk coils?
Oh, yeah, I got some stuff going on. It's gonna be fun.
Well, it feels funny talking about coils when we've got Mr. Addy on
Right.
here, the man who. That's what I want to ask. Everyone talks about the Tuney flavor build. You know, how long have you been working on the flavor builds, Addy?
Oh God, ever since it's I learned to build from Rip Trippers in 2014, and I was rebuilding these things, Ego coils.
There you go. Yep. His videos sitting at that like kitchen table and like on the floor and shit. Those were good videos back in the day, bro.
Yeah, when he was being real.
Yep.
But then he mentioned something about this Twisted Messes guy. So as soon as I saw Kent twisting together 26 gauges, I was hooked.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 And
so ever since then, the Twisted, I've been chasing flavor since then.
So you're go. Sorry. Go.
I was just gonna go forward a little bit because I've seen the hashtag or the comments of people around the community saying the Tuney flavor build, and there's a lot of different specs and different materials. Like some are nichrome, some are canthol, some are stainless steel, some are I don't know people's interpretation of your build, but would you like to go into that a little?
That was the first stainless steel coil that I had vaped in maybe a couple of years. The one that you put in my K-Fun, it was fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed over the years. It was before we were even Claptoning, I was twisting up a 30, a 28, and a 26 together.
Boom.
Flattening them up and then vaping that.
Nice.
And, but every size wire heats up a little different, and it puts out a little bit of flavor, different flavor notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I've been playing off that, and my latest coil was a 30 and a 32 twisted. It's a frame staple, so the one frame's a 32 and a 30 twisted really tight. 3 or 4 0.3 by 0.1 ribbons, and then a 28 gauge for the other frame. But then I like 38 Clapton because anything tighter, it doesn't let, when you roll it, the 38 will open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it lets the flavor flow out pretty freely and keep the liquid pretty cool.
I was big onto doing twists. It was probably about the same time because that was kind of the thing for a while.
Yeah.
And it kind of, the idea of just being able to, because it's really one of the easiest things you can do, but you can also get a little intricate with it and start thinking about it before you do it and do some cool shit.
Yeah.
But the thing that, once I had a Clapton though, it was, you start to realize, at least for me, the way that I was doing, which was probably not great, you get a lot of spit back with twisted wire. At least I did. I don't know. What do you think? Is that a thing, or is that just me being a jackass?
I typically twist it pretty tight, and I wick pretty tight, so I don't typically.
Yeah. The wicking's huge for sure.
But kind of like the way an alien coil will help wick itself. That's kind of like what the twists do too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sucks it in there.
you know, and then you create voids in next to the ribbon. So, I mean, that helps a lot too.
Yeah. I always have problems with ribbon. Always.
Yeah, you just have to play with it for a while.
Yeah, I wasn't patient enough for that shit.
It'll try your patience.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, I've wasted a lot of wire. But I've been digging this square wire they come out with now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping they bring some out in 316L.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's like one of the latest builds I've been doing is 0.3 squared for one of the frames and then the twisted section on the other. And then I slightly twist the square wire too. So I'm creating weights on both sides of the ribbon, and
that's cool. It probably, and you know, I always, I mean, the main reason why I started building coils was because I wanted to take pictures of them, because that was kind of my outlet, was the actual picture taking. Yeah, that's what kind of got me going. But like, I can imagine with, you know, like what you're just talking about, that specific coil, you get some pretty fucking sick macro shots with some good lighting of all that different shit happening, you know?
Yeah.
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 All right, Malone with the fucking contribution, dog. Yeah.
I gotta get some in before I go.
Haymaker.
Limited time only. You only get so many hell yeahs like this.
Yeah, so if you guys get a chance to play with that square wire, it's pretty interesting. It puts out some heat, and it's pretty cool mass. It's kind of fun to play with.
I haven't messed with that stuff yet. I'm be honest with you, I didn't even know about it because I'm retarded and I live in a cave. But
fairly new.
Yeah. I've never actually used any of it, so I don't know. But I mean, well, honestly, at this point, I'm just useless as far as building. So maybe I'll send some to Adam and have him go mad scientist, and he can.
I mean, it'd be cool to do like a frame fused with a square in the middle. That'd be
yeah, that'd be kind of dope.
Yeah.
I mean, Ian Thomas sent me a couple rolls of it because I didn't have any either.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ian Thomas. He's fucking awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He has a castle. He has a castle in England, and I'm gonna live in the stable. I'm gonna be the stable boy.
Perfect.
Wait,
I want to be
really have the castle?
I no. I don't know. Maybe that's what I just like to make up, like backstories for people, because like that's what I do.
Because I was like, is he related to Danny Castle? Or?
Nope. There you go.
No, I'm pretty sure that Ian Thomas is the King of England. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Didn't he and that Markle chick just have a baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay. Cool. See, I'm hip. I know what's up. I watch TMZ and shit, bro. Fuck.
Yeah. VTMZ.
So Addy, the flavor build, you know, was that going hand in hand with your, you know, DIY situation, or was that, you know, was the DIY first, you know, like was it playing off each other?
It all kind of came together. It's kind of funny. I took my mom, she was getting a hip replacement, so I took her to her general practitioner, and you know, we listened to the spiel, and then they said, you know, you need to quit smoking 10 days before your surgery. And my mom like freaked out.
Oh yeah.
And the nurse looked at me and said, take your mom to the vape shop in town. So I did. 4 days later, she's not smoking anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hell, if she can do it after 50 years, I'm going to do it. So, and then my wife was followed right behind me. So within 10 days, all three of us were vaping.
Cheers.
And that was late 2013, and by 2014 I was DIYing and making coils, so it kind of started together.
Yep. That's kind of what happens, isn't it? Because you know, you get over like a little, you know, pre-built unit, and then you're like, DIY, wire, what's going on here? That before you know it, you know, you're buying everything. And
oh god, it was so much fun, you know. And back then nothing got released about every 6 months, you know. I mean, the Atlantis wasn't even out yet. I remember when the Atlantis came out with like a 0.4 coil. It's like,
my god, right?
People are gonna kill themselves.
Burn capital.
How many fucking pod systems I've written a description for since I've been back helping Vape Happy, dude?
Right?
Yeah, really.
Ridiculous amount, dude. You know, if I have to write draw activated firing system one more fucking time, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'm gonna burn down the building.
I keep all this shit in a notepad that I'll keep. I'm sick of typing all the time.
Oh my gosh, dude. But I have to. I have for for Google to be like, hey, you already wrote that 10 million fucking times. Better
know,
make
right?
it different.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna flag it yellow for you.
Like,
Did you realize
dude,
like that?
like this
but it-
pod is the same as that other pod that I just wrote about.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to describe it differently.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I can't imagine. Yeah, so it all kind of went together. So when a second vape shop opened up in town, and he didn't know how to build, so I showed him how to build, and he showed me how to DIY.
Nice.
Nice.
A
A little tit for tat.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Oh, yeah.
so the coils kind of evolved, and so did the recipes.
Yep. Yeah.
So real quick,
Awesome.
I just wanted to say hello to Scott Hanley, jangalang, in the chat. He's been having trouble with his tooth, and I know how that is, man. I got some of the worst teeth issues, and it's the worst in the world, man. So hope you feel better, brother.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate teeth problems.
Yeah,
But yeah, a lot of people are finding out like these lower mass coils, they vape just as great, and you don't have to push your batteries as hard.
I think there's kind of a renaissance coming around to where it's like a lot of those kind of older school kind of techniques and builds are kind of coming back in vogue, especially with some of the devices that are coming out that are kind of not geared towards it, but are, that would work very well with that style of build.
Yeah, right.
Would you be saying like the 21700 kind of units with higher amp draw and all that situation?
Beastly motherfucker. Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is chat. This is not you guys. It's chat.
Whatever.
Oh shit.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, dude.
What
So
did you?
sorry. It was just really funny to me what I said. So
Oh, you're laughing at you.
and
Okay.
then I think Stu got it. So
Well, I just didn't expect you to be so like enthralled with your own comedy. I thought maybe I should look at other people's stuff, but okay.
He's
I thought-
breaking out of the-
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm so tired right now.
Oh my god,
Probably.
that's funny. Okay,
So
sorry.
Raymond had a question about advice for newcomers to advocacy and learning DIY. I mean, there's some great channels out there. Of course, I'm going to promote Fresh
Absolutely, all day, every day.
on YouTube, and advocacy is pretty much just your consumer, follow CASA.org, follow their calls to action.
It's about the best you can do.
Technology.
Yeah, I mean, because most of the other ones are not consumer based. They're
Right, yeah, business.
Yeah, so I mean, CASA is definitely your best bet as far as like if you're just a dude that vapes and you want to like do some shit, like yeah, that's the one to go to.
Yeah.
So
Well, Athra in Australia,
Athra.
ATH. Yep, RA.
what I like about Athra is it's mostly all medical professionals on their board, right?
Yeah, there's a lot, and
Which is awesome.
yeah.
I feel like somebody should make like a cool meme or something for Athra, like Mothra. Well,
I think they're a very serious organization, Mr. Malone,
oh,
and they will like you besmirching them with Godzilla references.
well, maybe they you want to cater to all demographics.
Well, that's true.
You know?
You're right. You're
You
right.
know, just the old people that don't pay attention to shit.
I represent that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
They're just like, take a step back on this one.
Did anybody see my my rhyme tongue twister that I wrote in there?
No.
Me and Mike worked on that earlier at work. Just saying.
Peter Puffer puffed his pickle pod and whipped out his pinner pecker.
See, it's a good tongue twister.
That's a good one. That's a good. Anything with a lot of P's is going to give me trouble, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by all your vinyl and vapor stuff back there. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, sure on too. Yeah, actually, Eric sent me that one. Like when he first did them. This is like an actual one of the first prints, and then
Yeah.
the one with Danielle and him. I got I did a video because he sent me the stuff the day before they went out. and I went to like a Kinko's and had some nice ones made and went to different vape shops. And God, that was that was a rough day.
Oh, I bet. I know. I've been trying with my shops, and they just care about making sales. They don't care about anything else.
Yeah. Well, and the thing was too with a lot of them, I don't think it helped that I was trying to do something that involved me filming. You know what I mean? Because I started talking to them. Obviously, I didn't just walk up in there with a camera in their face and say, "Hey, you want to be on YouTube?" I talked to them a little bit about it, and I showed them the thing, and I explained what was going on. And they would, most of the time, they were pretty they're pretty into it. But once I said, "Hey, well, I got this YouTube channel, and I'm just trying to help. I'm doing some of this stuff to try and push this idea," and as soon as that camera came out, they're like, "Get out of the store!" Like it was like that, like on a dime. Like they were just scared to have anything that they couldn't control be put out there about their business, which is totally understandable. But the scariest thing was the shops that, like, as soon as I brought it out or even said anything about, like, "Hey, do you know what's going on with the legislation?" They were just like, "I don't know, leave, get out." Like, what? Wow, that's wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's such a shame too, because they're the front line, so people
Yeah.
will never reach any other way.
Yeah.
that's a big point of what we try to do with the show with Sean and Chris and Mike.
Yeah.
Because those guys are doing it right, man.
Yeah, there's a few shops that are. But so I'm sending a Michelle's getting a K fund sent her way tomorrow.
Yeah, nice. Hell yeah.
Nice. Is that
Would you
a special clove build?
Ooh,
Right?
you got to figure out a way to harness those gnarly flavors.
It's got Canthol, man. I didn't know really what I was doing with like the specs.
I don't think she vapes anything other than Canthol for her.
No, she does what she wants.
Yep.
So
Is she nichrome sensitive?
Yeah, I think so. I just know that she just always says, "All I want is Canthol," and I've never pushed it any further than that because Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, so it came out to 0.31. I hope it's not too low for her max, but I guess we'll see. I can always put another.
I mean, that's what this one just about came up to, and I was running it on my Doldime.
Oh, perfect.
All the time. Yeah.
Man, you're a master, dude.
You're goddamn right. That's that.
The Jedi Master of K funds. That's so crazy, man. So crazy.
Well, there's another aspect to what he does, which is really impressive to me as somebody that has done metal work. I used to build motorcycles from scratch, back in the day. So I know what it takes to manipulate metal and to do something as cool as he does, which is heat treating. Heat treating is a fucking art, and it's so easy to fuck it up. Oh, it's so easy to fuck it up, and it's so hard to get it right. And can you tell me a little bit about your process when you heat treat? Because I've seen some. I really love the Twisted Messes RDAs that you do with the heat treat.
Oh, and well, I learned it pretty early that you have to get a good clean finish, so I started sanding down to like 400, 500.
You ain't doing that shit out the box because them oils are just gonna right across it.
And the Chinese steel is not the best in the world, and
No.
So you got to start fresh and get underneath that top coating and be super clean, and just go really slow. And it's just taken me lots of practice.
Yeah.
Super low heat, go really slow on a really clean surface. And I usually concentrate, how we get the colors on the edges, like, the colors on the edges is just concentrate the flame on the corner.
So it is flame and not an oven, so to speak.
Yeah, it's flame. But yeah. I know Paul's done a lot in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh, did you ask about the oven thing? Yeah, what's the deal with that? I've never even seen it.
Yeah, I think Paul's even done some on the burner of his stove.
I have seen that. So here, actually, I don't even know why I didn't even think about this, but so I did this. This is actually, maybe you might know what it is. You know what this is?
Is that an iGo W?
No.
Like, wait, what? Can't see it too well.
It's a Hobo 3.1.
Oh shit, it is.
Cool.
Hobo.
Right? And I did a heat treat just on the barrel section.
Nice.
Yeah, and it came out real cool because I mean this is real good steel, and you know I got some good blues and stuff out of it, and this has lasted for I don't know, I did this a couple of years ago at least.
Dang.
And
Awesome.
you know sometimes that finish doesn't want to last real good on you, but this one's been great.
It's funny because like the bronzes and the purples last pretty good, but then you start getting into the blues, and it starts getting pretty fragile.
Yep, that some bitch is still blue. It's crazy.
And then you start doing the titanium, and it's like a
Ooh.
total different beast from stainless.
How fucking just like because I mean if you fuck that up, a titanium RDA is not cheap.
I did this Hadley, and I'm like shitting my pants because
Oh my god, that's so gorgeous! Look at that.
Yeah, that is.
I wanted to do
Oh my
that to my
God.
Hadley too. They look so clean.
But yeah, you're messing with the $80 Addy. It's like, oh my
Right?
god, please
Yeah.
don't mess it up. You know.
I was thinking of doing it because I had got the Ultim and the clear cap for it anyways. So I was like, well, I use these a lot. I'm like, you know, I don't really use the stainless one because I wanted to do the heat treat too. I just never got around to that project.
Right.
Got too scared of messing it up.
I just put
That's
the
the thing.
barrels. I put a bunch of electrical tape around a drill bit until the barrel can fit on there tight,
Yeah.
down nice. You know, scrub it with a toothbrush and make sure you're with soap and make sure your hands are clean and super low temp. You know, flame on the torch and
Just
It's
wait
a
for
lot.
the color.
It's a lot like paint work, man. You can't. Everything's got to be clean, or else you're gonna get imperfections.
yeah. And then once everything turns bronze, then you can concentrate the heat on you want to get the blues and purples.
Right. That fucking
Interesting.
wow. That Hadley. Woo! I forgot about that one. I remember seeing it on Instagram. Somebody put Tuney's Instagram in the fucking thing there because it's awesome.
I'll do it.
So also, would you be saying that the like different quality of steels, you know, would give you different colors?
Makes a huge difference. Yeah, whatever. Because you're bringing the oxides to the surface, so it depends on what kind of elements are in the steel.
Exactly.
316L has a lot of elements, so you get really vivid colors. And
Blues,
that's
right?
kind of like the titanium dioxide, so colorful. The titanium.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
And it's like, you know, you get some of these shitty 303 stainless from China, and it's like, God, so hard to get any decent colors.
You hit it for 1 second, it just looks like a diarrhea stain. It's like, fuck, all right, well, that was fun.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of purple. The whole thing looks that color, looks like shit. But
Right.
well, Paul's out there now. He said he's even done it on the barbecue.
I don't doubt it.
Australians do everything on the barbecue.
The vaping
Everything.
pirate, you crazy motherfucker. I do it on the manifold in the BMW. Oh! So
You're talking about playing in the dirt breeze. Your parents had to be. I mean, there's so much stuff that can kill you in Australia. I mean, how do you even let your kid go outside and play?
Yeah, toughens them up. Toughens them up.
and that's the thing. They're not scared of any of the shit that kills you. They're scared of the kangaroos because they'll punch you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
Australia's
Go.
not that bad a place, you know.
No, it's beautiful. I want to go there someday. But I was just going to say the next natural progression to what we were talking about would probably be to talk about the Tuney K-Phone a little bit. I've got mine in a very strange mode, but that's the thing about it is that you can rock this thing in so many different ways on so many different things, and it's literally, I don't know, my favorite Addy that I own, and I can't thank you enough for it.
Oh man, awesome! It's it was so cool to see Vapix take those pictures. It was just, oh my god, it was so
Right? Dude, I'm like, dude, I'm going to Phil's house. I got to bring something cool. What should I bring? And it was like maybe a week after I got it, right? And I was like, oh yeah, no brainer. And some of those shots, it's just like, you know, I try real hard to take fucking pictures that are like mediocre. He was barely paying attention and did some fucking high level fucking museum quality shit. I'm like, I love you, Phil.
Natural talent.
Yeah, he's crazy. I've done some crazy ones too, like the tall section and like three, like
Whoa.
this one, like 8 milliliters.
Oh my god, that's crazy. So what do you do? I mean, do you just go to like Fast Tech and get the old style monster? I mean, because obviously, that's not an original monster, because that'd be like $200 fucking dollars.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, nobody makes them anymore.
Yeah.
It's funny because right around that same time, Breeze, I was, when I was building the Egos and learning DIY, K-Fun was the only RTA out then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
The only rebuildable tank. So, and that's kind of how it evolved for me. Well, there wasn't enough airflow.
Yep.
And then I got a little bit more airflow. Well, then I built a lower coil, but then it wouldn't feed the e-liquid enough.
Yep.
And that's when I saw Vinyl and Vapor drill holes in his barrel in his Kanger sub tank, and I'm like, holy shit!
You can do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's when I started drilling holes in the barrel, and then it just kind of evolved into that. And then the Monster V2 came out, and I never knew those guys were kind of doing the same thing on the K-Fun I was.
Yep.
Yep.
But I contacted them, and they never even answered me because I wanted to buy a whole bunch of them, like at a wholesale. But
All right. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I found what I want. Let me buy all of them. You know what I mean?
I bet they're kicking themselves now.
I know, right?
All right, fellas, I'm gonna head out.
All right, brother.
all right, Malone, take care,
You
man.
brought my spirits up for sure, especially you, Tuney. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Love you, brother. Thank you.
Yep. Guys, stay safe out there, and
I miss you already. I miss you.
laters on the mention.
Going to your parent-teacher conference.
Wow. No response. He was just like, I'm out.
So, what we should probably do is make sure, chat, are we still on the internet?
Yeah.
Hey, I asked them. They're a reputable source for news. You're in Australia. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm going to ignore that comment, and I'm going to tell you that we're still on.
I'm moving on, so fuck you. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, the beautiful Mrs. Breeze Tones, Vaping Advocacy AU. Hi.
Yep.
Hi.
Yeah. See, that's what happens when you give me shit. I bring in the heavies.
Right, dude. As soon as I started talking shit, she's like, "Hey, guess who's in the chat? Shut the fuck up." Yes, Emily. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope Lumi gets you guys on, and because that'll be an interesting show.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and look like a moron for a while. I think is basically what it is because I don't know what.
No, you learn some stuff. Learning something.
Oh yeah, but see, I mean, the only thing I'm more than happy to like. Oh, dude, I'm into it. Like, I love hearing about the stuff, but it's like I don't have anything to like actually do anything, so I'll just be like.
I think you got enough hobbies going. You got enough hobbies going on.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
I probably don't need to do another one.
You probably know more than most people with what Mary Beth and Cecile did.
Oh yeah, dude, it's killer, man. I still got some of it left, man. So good.
So, Addy, it could be said that like the things you like to vape are almost very specific now, I guess, because you customize them to the way you like, or fix something else that that you like to vape. When you see all of this progression, whether that's good or bad, happening in the industry, what floats your boat now? What are the things that you do really like, so to speak, if you were just to buy it straight off the shelf?
That's a great question.
I like a lot of the new single coil things. I like the recurve. The only pod system I do have, well, I'm gonna buy one when they make a rebuildable one, but this is my pod system, K-Fun Prime on a little D4.
Yep.
That is without a doubt the dopest pod system I've ever seen.
Right?
Guess what?
And
You just won pod systems. Good for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, when they make them rebuildable, I'll buy one.
Right.
Yeah.
Refuse to buy coils and.
I know. Right. Well, okay. So here's a question that kind of goes along with that. Have you tried any of the new sub-ohm tanks with the mesh coils? Because I was very apprehensive about. I didn't use a sub-ohm tank for two years probably.
Yeah.
And wow, it's a different. Yeah. It's a whole different fucking ball game with those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they put out some flavor. It's not like you said the years ago. It's like, it's like meh.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Clito was the flavor banger for me. I love the flavor. That was about the only one.
Yeah.
All the smoke shit sucked balls. But
yeah. But other than that, I mean, I still love my Twisted Messes stuff and most of the single coil stuff.
Nice.
Yep. So Twisted Message 24 Pro Series is like that. You use that quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
For your jewels and whatnot.
I got a whole bunch of 22s and 24s and where's my 24? I'm trying to find my 24. He treated up kind of nice. It might be over in the.
Oh yeah, that one. I remember seeing that one. Did you do it?
This is like the matte finish.
That's the one, dude. I was gonna ask you about that, dude. How fucking crazy is that? What I mean, that's like a what? That's like an anodized, like coating on there, and you had to what?
Yeah, I don't know what it's. That particle vapor deposition
that gives that deep matte blue color. That's just it's so I love it. So nice.
That's another one I was shitting my pants like heat treating, and I'm like, well,
I'm gonna ruin this one. I'm gonna ruin it, so I'm just gonna go for it, and then boom, it turned out sick.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Kennel price on me at all if I ask him really nice.
So have you tried the Ocula?
What's that?
Have you tried the Ocula? I think I saw you heat treated one, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. The Ocula's great.
Is it? I don't think that'd be a little bit too much airflow for you. Well, I guess the other Twisted Message if you close it off.
I just got a single coil with one hole open, and
boom.
I like it a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
A 7/32 socket fits on there, a little loose, but you can use it to tighten.
No shit.
Yeah.
You got your extension and shit.
I know something's got to fit. No
right.
electric and
that would be a cool little video. Tightening down your fucking clamps on your Twisted Message fucking Ocula with
the size of that bolt and threads. It's like you could crank that thing down. I mean, mine's tight. I cranked it.
Right.
Yeah.
Hashtag beefy ass.
I mean, I put a good sized twisted frame staple in there. I could have put like 5 of them in there, I think.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, dude. That's a beastly RDA.
So
you coming back in the country, Breeze, anytime soon?
I would absolutely leave today, and I'm sure I would bring the family with. So nothing on the plans at this moment, but if everyone buys my coils, then I will come out this year.
Right.
Well, we gotta get you in.
So let's get on that, people. Buy some goddamn coils.
And for a convention, well, we can still have conventions before they make freaking vaping illegal.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a funny parallel. I mean, most of the times that I've been to the States, I've been to the coffee conventions, and it's incredible seeing those trade shows. They're just the same, So I already feel like I kind of have been to a vape one, not obviously without all of the people, the friends and community, but in the same vein, like it just when I watch the videos of them going on, it kind of just feels like home. It's a weird.
It's a good vibe, man. It's a good vibe. Everyone I've been through, I mean, I've never been to one that was like, oh man, this is kind of lame.
Yeah.
And, there's like every other aspect of life, every place I've been, I've had that thought, oh man, this is kind of lame. But I've never had that thought at a fucking, at a vape show because I don't know. It's just positivity.
Yeah, it's a community, and there's a lot of characters around to keep you amused and.
Yeah. No shortness of fucking lunatics.
And what you were saying, come on, hi, you want to be on YouTube? You get your camera out, those 8 miles at the conventions, they love that shit.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
You see what you got to do though is I'm just so budget ass jacked up that everything that I've ever done has been on this same iPhone with a broken screen. So when I pull that up, I'm not looking like I'm like real professional. I look like a weirdo that's gonna like make a weird video at my house in my basement. But like these motherfuckers got these things on like gyroscopes and fucking $6,000 Mike Vapes Boca style cameras, and I'm like, well, yeah, they should probably get like some attention on those because those are pretty bad. My shit's just like janky.
So that's something that Addy, do you make plans in your year to go to lots of shows or one show or?
It's usually just like one show. We try to get together like our little circle, but and we used to go to Detroit. Which
never went to that one.
The inner city is like really nice, but I'll tell you what, you get 3 blocks away from the inner city. Crap.
Yeah, right.
I seen 8 Mile. I seen it. I know.
Yeah.
No, man, that shit's no fun. But yeah, that's the thing with especially those big cities like that, like Chicago or whatever. It's like so beautiful and like nice when you're like right up in it. But I mean, you take a wrong turn in a lot of these big cities, and
Yeah, you could be.
it's not a fun fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I would love to come. I'd go to any part of the States to be part of a show. Like I think it'd just be amazing to. I mean, more so because we all have so many new friends. Like purely through this community. So just to be there and I guess to stand, with everyone while it's all going on would be incredible situation.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I know Chuck has one down there in Ontario. That's probably one of the best.
Yeah, dude.
ECC, right?
Yeah, ECC, man. It's definitely my favorite one that I've gone to. Just because, I mean, I don't know. It feels like a hometown show. I mean, I don't understand why there hasn't been a big one up here though in Northern California. I mean, you would figure because there's so many different conventions that happen in like the city in San Francisco. Well, obviously San Francisco isn't big on vaping, but they have a lot of conventions. But yeah, ECC, man, it's such a cool vibe. All the people you want to hang out with are usually there, and it's an 8-hour drive for me. So.
Oh wow, I didn't realize it was that far.
Yeah, well, I mean, I drive like an old lady, so I guess I could get there in like 6. I guess I could get there in 6 if I was going like 100 miles an hour. That's what Vape Malone was saying, because I was like, oh man, it'll take me like 10, 12 hours to get to you in Vegas. He's like, why? I'm like, because I drive the speed limit, fucker. Shit, come on. I don't need tickets and shit.
Right.
All right, Shane,
So,
good to see you. Back in Mark.
Yeah. See you, Shane. I was going to say, should we do a Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah, because I know that Addy's got to, go do his beauty regimen and drink his chamomile tea. So
I hear my wife's turning around, so yeah, I just don't want to piss her off.
Hey, you get no arguments from me, bro. Happy wife, happy life. Happy?
I'm usually up till midnight, but I get quiet time when she goes.
Right. I'm up, but I'm like this.
All right. Yeah. But,
with a blowtorch.
But like the.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. So why don't you, as our guest, why don't you tell us what you're vaping right now? I know there's gonna be some rad DIY in there.
I got some Australian custard in continuous current with an old K-Fun, flamed up K-Fun.
Nice.
I like that. It's kind of like purple flavor. There's blueberry and black currant with some custard, a little bit of kiwi, some yogurt drink.
Wow.
Interesting. I wonder what makes that Australian. Is that because of the?
They're all VTA flavors from Australia.
Oh, there you go. So it's a very on the nose kind of thing, not like an existential kind of let's figure it out kind of thing.
Yeah. They're made in Australia. So
boom.
Yeah.
Right.
I got all sorts of stuff, but yeah, it's pretty much all the same.
Nice. All right, Adam, why don't you show us that cool thing that does variable voltage?
Oh, well, yeah, there was everyone focuses always on the new, and I picked up a bit of a special. It was actually Addy. We were talking, a month or so ago that pick up the sales. Get online and pick up the sales items, and this was one that was on sale. That is the Dovpo V variable voltage by Dovpo. This for me is almost like the idea, the perfect kind of dual battery situation, because it's surprising when because this was always my banger, which is the big screen, Draco. Yeah, but I get double battery use out of this when there's no screen, right? And this is super efficient and stealthy AF. So
let's hear that click.
Yeah,
Dovpo makes some nice stuff. They
listen to that button.
That's seriously clicky.
Oh
yeah, really good.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Exactly. Yeah, I've realized that I don't have a topside or a topside dual, but I've got one of these. I've got the Basium. They're really, really solid mods.
Dovpo makes good stuff.
I love that Basium.
Yeah, totally. I've got that. That's actually Mr. Labworks Nonna's custard, which is I have been vaping through far too much. Far too much.
Paul's a master DIYer.
I keep like putting the blame on Paul because once I tasted his e-liquids, he's just ruined it for me for everything. So fuck you, Paul. And amazing liquids.
And thank you very much.
Yeah. But I also have obviously the Draco Drop Dead. That was a Drop Dead on the Dopfo V. Drop Dead with Paul's. This is a secret menu honeycomb and butterscotch item that Paul makes. I also have Dead Goat on the what's that called? That's called a Proton with Paul's lemonade.
What's this thing I use every day?
Yeah, sponsored by Labworks. Well, not really, but I just harass him for his e-liquids because they're too good. So, but I also have something that's not Labworks is Caliburn.
Caliburn!
Yeah, I got one of these recently as my little in the pocket work banger. It's good. It's good. You know,
that is not a very enthusiastic fucking review. I guess I'll call that your review. I don't know.
It's one of those things, you know, because
super. I guess I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I've put a couple pods in this. You know, I'm alternating between a few flavors, so I filled up a couple pods, and no doubt this current pod performs differently than the other two that I've got going on. The other two are really good. This pod might be a dud. I don't know.
I hate inconsistency. If there's one thing I fucking hate, it's inconsistency. Either suck all the time or be good all the time. Don't toy with my emotions.
It could be the liquid. You know, there's no doubt it could be the liquid. Maybe a different VGP situation. I mean, they are, you know, somewhere in that 60-40, 50-50, you know, specific MTL manufacturer, you know, but yeah, one of them's really good. The other two, I'm not sure. But, you know, as far as a little unit goes, I mean, this is awesome. So, yeah, but that's all I got going on. Yeah.
A lot of people love that Caliburn.
Yeah,
well, exactly. Well, that's why I got it.
Hype train. Next stop, Caliburn. Toot toot. Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
All right, Amy. Thank you for coming in, my sweetheart. I should just go like full on Mike Vape style 6-hour buffet because I got a lot of shit.
Do it.
What's going on with you? You're doing that lately. Have you changed, man? You've changed.
Well, no, but I mean, because I've been doing. Well, you sent me some coils, some stuff that you've been working on, some little tester stuff. So yeah. I've been in that mode, and I've got like 20 things sitting here that I've been building, taking apart, re-wicking, doing this, trying to film a lot of it. And you know, we got some stuff coming up on the Breestones channel, which was supposed to come out before, but I'm having some issues with some of the editing stuff.
A few staffing issues.
Yeah, you know, fucking interns. Fucking interns can't get my fucking coffee right.
They used to work for free. They used to.
Yeah.
I almost have up to ID Voca. It's cool. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just start with this thing because I found the Zippo. It was in the seats of my car, and it's cool. I like it. It's got something in it. I don't know. Right?
It vapes.
Yeah.
Got the NorCal Sick Boy Vindicator with original recipe recoil. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, NorCal Sick Boy. And what I got in there is something that I had never tried before. And people are like, what? What do you, really? First time ever having an M-Turk. So this is the Turkish maize.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. So good. Yeah, it's good.
You got the harvest? You try the harvest?
I only got the one, you know, just because I didn't want to get two of them because they all have a similar profile, kind of. They all have like butterscotch, right? Or am I completely wrong?
Butterscotch custard.
Yeah. So
the apple butterscotch custard and a harvest. Oh, it's so good.
See, well, I
that sounds amazing.
I chose the one that had like the weirdest thing with it. It said something like cornflakes. I'm like, fuck it, let's go with that. Because you know what I mean? If that was going to be good, then I could try the other one later. So
I do a lot of cornbreads and stuff. Yeah, I love that corn.
Yeah, dude. I didn't realize that I would like something like that until Vape Malone sent me his corn-fed muffin, I think he calls it. What is it, Adam? It's got like Cornbread.
Yeah, he's got a few variations on a cornbread base. Like I've got I had the just straight cornbread. He sent me an apple cornbread. I think Chuck had a peach cornbread. Is that right?
No, it was. I think it was like blueberry cornbread, maybe. Or no, the other one was a blueberry muffin. Mine was. I don't know. I tore through it so fast. I don't even know. I was like drinking that shit. It was so good.
Yeah. Cornbread's one of those really interesting, slightly savory, but very tasty when you vape it. I've always been a big fan of those kind of interesting juices. But
I was so apprehensive.
What you were saying, butterscotch can be quite polarizing, right? You know, when you vape it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to like it. That's why I only wanted to get the one thing, just to try it, to say that I tried it. But I'm loving it. It's great. And then, of course, got the Tuney K Fun with the clear tank because I put a different kind of coil in there, something kind of different that maybe we'll see pretty soon. But I wanted to check the wicking on it because it's a different size coil. Stuff might get weird. But it's been doing great. Everything's worked out good. And with that one, I've got this one in there. It's this cranberry apple barista.
I'm still hitting it.
Yeah, I like that. Well, yeah, it's the fruity ones. I like the fruity ones for sure.
Yeah,
because I'm a fruity kind of fella. Busted out the old Reverie Dreamer combo with the cool. Speaking of ECC, I got this weird clear cap for the Reverie at ECC. Times Vape were like, "Hey, you know Single Boy?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Here's this." I'm like, "Cool, thanks." Rock and roll. So that's cool. But I didn't really give the Reverie the chance that I should have. I mean, I put a few builds in it, and I used it a lot on squonkers because I thought of it as primarily a squonking atomizer. But now that I've had it on the Dreamer, this to me is definitely a single coil mech mod fucking Addy. It's just perfect with a 30T on the Dreamer. It just is perfect, man. It's fantastic.
That's a really nice looking setup, man. That clear cap action is awesome. Can you hold that up a little bit more? Because I've never seen that before. That's not plastic, is it?
Yeah.
It is. Interesting. Oh wow. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this little thing that she handed it to me. And I'm like, okay, well, what the hell is this? She's like, oh, it goes on Reverie. I'm like, oh, I'll put it on the Reverie. Thank you. That's super. And then, right? And I don't think that they ever actually sold them, or maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to feel special. If I can get this fucking thing off here. And we got, of course, a Breeze Tones up in that bitch. You're not gonna be able to see shit because I have my mood lighting because sexy though.
It takes 10 years off you, man.
I know, right? Seriously. I turn on those bright lights, everyone's like, oh, who's that gargoyle? No, that's me, man.
I know that hat's awful sexy.
Right?
I'm jealous of that.
Well, yeah, we were talking about Phil. Yeah. Such one of the best dudes you'll ever fucking meet. And in there, I got LabWorks. You can't see that. LabWorks that I got from Adam because the Vaping Pirate Paul is a douchebag that has still not sent me anything ever. Asshole.
Can vouch. He's a douchebag. I'm only saying that because he's not here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. You guys aren't ever getting liquid again.
No.
Right? We probably didn't deserve it to begin with, so it's all good. And then last but definitely not least, the new thing that I got that I really do love that I was kind of also apprehensive about. The topside dual with the splatter. This thing is, I should learn how to operate a camera if I'm going to be on YouTube. But yeah, boom, there you go. That thing's dope. And I got a Recoil Rebel with a crazy tip. And it's
I love that top. That top hole chip's so nice in there.
Dude, it's killer, right?
Yeah.
I got a little solo on mine.
Yeah, that's what I used to rock the Hermetic on mine. I had a single battery purple one just like that. Oh, it was a great fucking vape, dude. Great setup. But this is amazing, and I really do enjoy it, and I appreciate it. Thank you. And that's about it, right? Yeah, that's all. That's all I got. I could keep going, but I'm just not gonna.
I've got a little story that is not vapey related that I'd like to talk about because Addy just brought when he talked about hats. I've got a hat here that is Cat and Cloud. This is a company, Santa Cruz, based California. Some friends, coffee, very, very smart, intelligent coffee people. I learnt this morning. So this is a company that, if you don't know about them, they're very, very progressive, creating value in the coffee industry, which we all need, like in many industries. An incredible group of people. This morning, I learnt that because they have the word cat in their name, the multi-billion dollar company Caterpillar is currently suing them.
Wait a minute, the tractor company?
Yep, heavy machinery. They are trying to strong arm them out of their name, a trademarked name.
Wow. Why?
Yep. Because it contains the word cat.
But I mean, that's just straight up to be an asshole. I mean, there's no fucking way that company is going to ever take $1 out of their pocket doing what they're doing. So that's just to be.
Yeah, you wouldn't go to Cat and. Yeah, well, it turns out that Caterpillar, the company, has done that with many businesses. They do it all the time, apparently, and effectively, because it's a bit of a war of attrition. They're one
of those companies. Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yep. But one of the people in the company on the podcast was talking about how there's a lot of small businesses that they go after because effectively they don't have the money to fight, or even last the distance going back and forward, lawyers and all of that sort of situation, I guess when you're in cahoots like that. But Target, a company, who have a brand of clothing in their, internal brand that's called Cat and something. It's like Cat and Roger, or, people's names.
Cat and Piss?
Cat and Piss, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good brand. It's a good brand.
They haven't gone after them because Target could effectively go, actually, we are going to fight you.
Right. And, you want to play Big Bang Takes Little Bank? Let's go. Right?
Yeah. So
that's what these big companies do, man. They fucking. What happened?
Sorry, I'll never buy anything from Caterpillar again.
No, fuck that. Seriously.
Well, it's just one of those things, I'm not, I don't buy their stuff. I'm not in heavy machinery and all of that sort of situation. But it's a brand that is
they
known
make clothing
all
and
over,
shit,
right?
too.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's what it was all about. So as if we don't have enough to get angry and frustrated in the world, and then you find out a company like that who knows nothing about Cat and Cloud, because Cat and Cloud built their company based on empowerment and giving people in the coffee industry something to to strive for and to actually become themselves, not just be an employee. So I will get off the soapbox. Big shout out to Chris, Jared, Charles, and all the staff in Santa Cruz.
Dude, I live really close to Santa Cruz. I should go down there and give them all big old sloppy mouth hugs.
Well, when people talk about coffee in the industry, what are the names that you should be going to appreciate insanely good coffee? That's one.
Oh, really?
Cloud.
Nice.
Yep. Anyway,
that's a goddamn shame.
Sorry, everyone.
And that's the thing that is across the board. If a company is big enough and has enough money that is basically at this point kind of disposable tax write-off income, they're willing to use that shit to do outlandish, insane stuff to protect a brand that really has, you know what I mean? That is, it's just an asinine fucking thing to me that they're going to go after some mom and pop shop when they're a huge multinational fucking corporation.
Yeah. And most people would just be like, you know what? Sorry, we'll bend over. That's.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing is they know that these people do not have the means to take it any further than that first letter, that warning letter. As soon as that mom and pop shop gets that, they know, well, I'm fucked. Might as well change it.
It sucks.
You know,
you got $50,000 to go to court
to basically throw in your fireplace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's never going to. He's got it.
thanks to Addy for throwing in all of those links there. You know, of course, that is by far the most important thing in the situation for these shows. So, thanks, Addy.
You crazy guys made me a moderator. I don't know why.
Aren't you a moderator on every channel in YouTube? Like, I think I went to like something that was reviewing like cell phones, and I seen you like with a wrench, Addy Tuney wrench.
Well, listen, guys, I gotta go. I appreciate you having me, and it was a blast. And love you guys, and keep these awesome shows going.
Yeah, thanks, Addy.
I really appreciate you coming on, man. You old bastard. You're beautiful son of a bitch. Love you, brother.
All right, see you. Love you guys. Bye.
Thanks, Addy. Crazy.
And then there were two.
Dun dun dun. What hasn't Addy done in the industry? Seriously.
He's just an amazing guy, man. And like I think we talked about this before on the show when I first got this. We were talking a little bit about him, and I didn't know that much about him. I mean, like I'd seen him on Instagram because it's just a thing or whatever. But I wasn't real hip to this whole YouTube thing, so I didn't watch a lot of the shows where that's really where you're going to get to know Addy Tuney.
Yeah.
In these chats, he's always real positive, real fucking welcoming, really fucking out there with like the right information. He's putting links in all the chats.
Yeah.
And he's not doing it for any other reason than he fucking cares, and he's a good fucking dude, man. And I respect the shit out of him.
Cheers, Addy. Yeah. Mm. Hey, what were you vaping in that one?
This one?
Yeah.
As in coil wise?
No, the e-liquid.
The liquid. It's it's a menthol cranberry apple.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, like I said, I got these and I got them in 6, which was kind of a bad idea for the RDAs.
Not for me, buddy.
Woo, man, I was like trying a couple of them in a row on my Vindicator, and I was just like, oh, dude, like we were talking on Zoom, and I almost passed out in the middle of the fucking thing. But like for this, it's perfect with the 6, man. I'm loving it.
Nice.
Nice. And the flavor with this coil, though.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, been playing with a little bit of MTL situation. Was asked by a friend to build some coils, and I inadvertently came across that kind of spec. I mean, I certainly didn't invent it. There's plenty of good builders out there in the world who have been doing that for a long time, but I thought I'd mess with that because rebuildable MTL situation is definitely very popular. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We've been talking back and forth about it, and I honestly just kind of got in and I built the Berserker with one of them, which is one of my favorites, right? And I was a little worried about this one because it's actually the way that the posts are. It's straight across from each other, and you have to offset them like that. But it all worked out, so it's cool, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about it, and there's gonna be some cool stuff coming up on Adam's channel. So
yeah. Sorry, I'm just saying
goodbye. Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming in, Jared the Goat. Bah! What's up, bro? How you doing?
I can't actually see how many people in chat. I think my app is like, what do you call it? Fucked. So it won't tell me how many actual people are watching the show.
Fubar.
Oh, yes, Fubar.
The tick begins. Shannon, my boy. Yeah, got my that's over there. I'm not going to get it. So.
Matt's show earlier tonight was I saw him when I clocked in. He was getting fired up. Outstanding.
Woo, dude! Oh, so good. So yeah, anybody that doesn't know, I do the one place where I am a wrench that I actually kind of take it seriously would be on Suck My Mods channel. And he had a show today, and it was going to be, I think, in his mind, the way he started it was going to be kind of like one of those like throwaway streams, like, hey, we're just going to kick in it. Kind of like everything that me and Vandal do on Fridays, like whatever, But it started off talking about the Passage, which everybody should check it out. I think it's going to be a rad RDA. But then he started talking about the FDA thing with the PMTAs, right?
Yep.
And it reminded me of when he had Aaron Bieber from A Billion Lives on it was one of the first ones of these live streams that he did. And Aaron got fired the fuck up during that fucking show, man. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to like watch the shit and like, but I'm like, man, this is fucking cool, man. And that's when I really got like into that project, man. But yeah, so today, Matt, I don't know what it was, but yeah, he was on fire, man. You guys should all go check it out. It was good. It goes on and on with other non-vape related stuff, but that section right there is killer.
It goes to show that, like people who are those reviewers, and I mean, Matt is very active in that. He's an activist, right? There's a lot of people that do stuff that they might not be showing on in the online world effectively, but it gets to that point, and it's just like this is just beyond frustrating, because that's why I wrote that comment. Why won't countries just come out and say, that other countries are lying or whatever? I mean, I get what, yes, that was a bit of an open-ended question. Matt responded beautifully. But
yeah, the way that he said it was absolutely correct. I mean, because it's almost like a schoolyard mentality when you're looking at like the United Nations. It's all these people with their own little tables, with their own little country, with their own little fucking thing on the desk. And they're all just trying to get along, kind of, And if you got somebody calling this country out like, hey, these guys are fucking liars. These guys... That's repercussions for the next 10 fucking years that you just don't want to deal with over something like, unfortunately, in their mindset, is not that big of a fucking issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of fucking nuclear fucking disaster and fucking famine, vaping laws don't really resonate to a lot of the politicians, which is unfortunate because it could save just about as many lives as eradicating fucking the atom bomb if you just made everybody vape instead of smoke.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I also put a little comment in the feed. I guess there was a lot of people watching that show, but a gentleman that I follow on Twitter posted the comment that because we just had the election, obviously this past weekend, and
I heard it did not go well.
Well, yeah. Well, let's not get into that. But effectively, our government was re-elected. And he was mentioning the fact that there is a very large percentage, somewhere in the vicinity of 70% of that party support vaping, but because of factions and all sorts of situation, I just was like, well, why aren't we talking about that? Why are they
the backroom dealings, man? That politicians are entirely too willing to put aside their principles to push a narrative that isn't even their own, so long as it follows their party's lines, which is the exact opposite of what your elected officials should do. You elect this person because of those ideals and because of those fucking passions that they're talking about. And then once they get into that seat, all they give a fuck about is not losing that seat or getting the next better seat or getting the next fucking kickback, because that shit becomes its own drug. As soon as you get that little feeling of like power, money, any of it, you don't want to let it go. It's human nature, and it's it's the fundamental flaw with all politics. There's nothing better about this party than that party. They're all people, man, and all people are fundamentally flawed in that way, even if it's just a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm sure that there's people that are fantastic and that are doing things to do it for the right reasons. Yeah, but there's also going to be a twinge of that little bit of I can say that. You mean if I'm going to get this? Yeah, I can say that. That's fine. I can do that.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I openly admit that I yes, I voted since I was 18, but have I had much interest in politics? Like that's debatable. But at the end of the day, I actually blame my wife, because my wife is very much into politics and very savvy about it. So she's
a shark.
She is, and I've been learning a lot about how politics works here in Australia, because of our system and all that sort of situation, and I've been like absolutely wanting to know more. And of course, since the election has happened, now I'm like devastated. So I blame my wife.
Right? Seriously. So in a roundabout way, all you're doing is saying like, I'm very sad today, and it's my wife's fault. But we talked about some politics in there too, I guess.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I got you. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Thanks.
ID Voca, no, I have not tried the Overlord mech. I have seen obviously some pictures on Instagram, and I think they have the new stuff. It almost looks like that Predator one that Complex did, I think. maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, those Overlords, they look nice. But are they still riding the 18650 train? I know a lot of those Russian companies are still big on 18650s.
Emily's writing, yes, the raid sessions over dinner. Indeed, we were having some very heated, or not heated between ourselves, but just discussing
just a cloud of fucking anger surrounding your fucking happy little fucking life.
Yeah, and my son is like, playing with his food, kind of looking at us like, what are they talking about?
Hey, you wankers, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to eat.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
21,700. Nice. Yeah, I'll check it out. Are they fucking good?
I was going to say, those are those crazy, like the beautiful designs and all that situation. They also do big on the splatter, right? They're big on.
I think so. If I'm thinking of the right one, I've seen Mike Vapes. I've seen a Mike Vapes review on a couple of the Overlord mods, and I think Sam did one too. And yeah, they're cool looking, man.
Yeah. I think M-Turk's been rocking one as of late.
Yeah, right. And that's the one that kind of looks like the Predator with like the tines or whatever that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Those are cool.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Oi. So, what's up, man?
Building coils. Today is another coil building day. So I'm just gonna. I've been getting ready for that before this, and we'll do that after this. And yeah.
So I was gonna ask you, did you want to talk about the fact that I now have some stuff here, and we can, or do you want to leave that out? Okay, all right.
No. Well, it's a good foreshadowing situation. I'm currently building stock for the US connection, as we'll call it, for Chuck Allen, so that people in the US will be able to get easy access to the coils. We'll certainly put a post up about that when that happens, but it won't be too far away. Yep, there's a start. So as far as like how we're going to go about it, not sure, but we can certainly contact Chuck if anyone is interested in using some Breezetone's aliens. But of course, we will sort out the details at a later date. But there is some.
Yeah, the thing is, man. So Adam, he's been very like, and I think everybody kind of knows by now that I'm definitely doing my best to work with him because I believe in the product, I believe in what he's doing, and I just want to be helpful if I can be helpful. So that's what I'm doing. And we've talked about like, it'll be a hassle or whatever for me to handle some of this, but the fact is, it makes it way less of a fucking hassle because if I have stuff here and people want to try the coils, they want to buy some coils, they can hit me up, right? And not have to worry about international shipping and God knows what happens with, the package from here to there, and it's a good stopgap until, you do other things. But like, I'm more than happy to, and the thing with that too is I'm more than happy to get to expedite shit, man. If you order something from Breezetones, I'll send that shit out, boom, fast, So.
Yep, indeed.
We want you to have a good customer service experience. I read that in the manual at like Burger King.
Yeah.
Good though, right?
Official title is complaints department.
Right? Oh, you got a problem? Click. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. How many watts? Click. Yeah.
I know, right? Seriously. Figure it out. But no.
So working on that. And reiterating, next month we'll be starting a discount code for the Amigos show that will give you a discount if you buy through the online situation. More information about that to come. And yeah, we need to get them out and about.
Do we want to discuss maybe before we wrap it up the guest that you amazingly, or do we want
to? Let's maybe.
Let's tease it. You want to tease it? You want to tease it?
In light of the Dr. Glover episode that we did, we were graced with her Marewa Glover,
which is amazing. Everybody go watch it again because everybody has watched it because it's got tons of views. Which thank you, I love you. You people are amazing because she was amazing.
Yeah, I've actually watched that episode 3 times myself and picked up different things every time that I missed when we were talking about it. But we have another high-profile advocate who specializes in that industry, who is officially, kind of unofficially, said absolutely yes, would come on to the show. I guess it is based here in Australia. Like this person is an Australian-based professional. So in the coming weeks, we're back to a serious show. I'm really excited about this person as much as I have been about Dr. Glover, because she's an New Zealand and international with her roles. But this gentleman is doing an awful lot here in Australia for advocacy. Also travels around other parts of the world.
He's a very, very, very intelligent guy, a very well-spoken guy, a guy that is never, and that's the thing where you got a lot of these people on Twitter and people that I really actually enjoy seeing what they put out, but like he's not one of the guys that's going to put something out without having his ducks in a row, which I really fucking respect, because these days it's so much about like, oh, I was the first one to say that shit. Yeah, boy. Yeah, but you were wrong though. Yeah, but I got lots of fucking likes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? All those likes are fucking counterproductive if it's not the right information. You know what I mean? And that's something that this guy, as far as I've seen, has always been a fucking pillar of getting it right.
Yeah. Tick Begins. I'm not trying to be a teaser. I just want the official yes, and I'd hate to get it out, because he's a very busy man, and we have to be respectful to that. So
I'll tell you, Shannon. You just slide in my DMs. You slide it real filthy in a negligee and some Vegemite. Vegemite on your nipples.
I think you're going to say in a negligent way.
I want you to be grossly negligent and trip over some stairs into my fucking DMs.
Got to be respectful. He's a busy person, and once we get a date, then absolutely we're gonna hashtag that out there. But very excited about that, and hopefully we can get some more, because and that's the other situation. A lot of these shows, talking about advocacy. And it always comes up with me, I get it that it's, hardcore in the US. I get it that it's hardcore in, some of the countries in Asia. I get it. It's hardcore in Australia, but I guess the reality is, there's a lot of things from every different part of the world that apply to other parts of the world. So that's kind of why we're doing, trying to do what we can, get people from different parts.
Yeah. And, and that's the thing too. It's like, we've always, when we started this, it was just about like, I don't know, kind of having some different people that you might have never seen before. And we've done some shows, obviously, where there's some people that pretty goddamn well. And the fact is, I think it has to be a balance, because like, dude, I had just as much fun on the Glover episode that I did on the TVC fucking Suck My Watt episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was a different kind of stimulation, but it was stimulation nonetheless, and it was it was an amazing experience in both ways,
Yeah.
But Claudia, hit me up, bro, if you're in the area, man.
Yeah, but it also shows that these people, they're at the front line in a very corporate, professional, cutthroat world, but they're people too, and like Dr. Glover was saying that, it's people like us that they're trying to, reach out to. So, it just goes to show that they're just people too, and they just, want for a better health for everyone. So, I secretly am looking forward to the, the future stuff that we do with these people, because they're amazing, good humanitarians.
Yeah. That's huge, just having people that we think are really in it for the fucking, the real deal shit. So.
Exactly.
Anyway, but yeah, so when Adam told me, I was pretty excited. So y'all get your panties ready, because they're about to get moisty. Real moisty up in this bitch. I can't snap because my fingers are fucked. Do the noise for me.
There you go.
How about that?
Yeah. Our budget for special effects is off the Richter.
Right. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. We got about 5 minutes left. What do you want to?
I want to know what did you think about Event Horizon, my number one legacy e-liquid. What did you think?
Oh fuck yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
It's right. It's right here. So that tells you something. That's right. That's the chocolate banana bread, right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Adam sent me some lab work stuff, and unfortunately, I have to report back that Paul, the crazy vaping pirate, is like one of those like savant genius kind of crazy people. So you might see him in his yard, like watering his driveway, but like later that day, he's going to go in his house and make some epic fucking e-liquid. So, you know, it's like a balance thing with those kind of people. But no, it's amazing. And what I've found, and what I'll hopefully maybe learn a little bit more about tomorrow night when we're on the fresh thing, I don't know, the DIY thing. But what I've found is that with these kind of liquids, you know, stuff from Vape Malone, stuff from LabWorks, stuff that I got from you know, Cecile and MechMod RN on the Fresh Show, when it's not a commercial juice, liquid, fucking coil squirter, whatever the fuck you want to call it, when it's not commercially made.
Coil squirt. Sorry.
I don't know. I see fucking Nick and his goddamn swear jar for saying juice. Now I'm like, oh fuck, man. You know, now I think about it, but then I realize almost immediately when I backtrack that like I don't care that much. No, fuck that. Juice on your face, juice on your mom's face. So anyway. I don't even know where I was. Oh yeah, so you can pick out every individual note in these liquids that I get from like Malone and LabWorks. That's not something I can say for a lot of these commercial juices. There's something that's just more clean and more not complex. It's almost simpler. You know what I mean? It's complex in the way that it has depth of flavor, but it's also simple in the way that it's immediately you know what the fuck it is. Where a lot of these ones that you buy from one of these big companies, it gets convoluted and too much whatever, and it's murky, but there's a lot of fucking punch, and that's something you gotta get used to too. Is like going from like a couple of those ones to this, I'm like, man, I can hardly taste that shit. But after like a day off of the other ones, you taste everything.
Yeah. But it is a commercially produced juice. Like, I mean, the reality is he is, you know, retailing them, and just to say that it is, you know, he retails them in all that situation, you know.
LabWorks. What is it? Somebody put it in the chat, please. He's got his new website up.
It's LabWorksVapes.
LabWorksVapes.com.
Yep.
Check out his site.
Not sure.
Yeah, he's got a cool site up. I checked it out. He's got some cool advocacy stuff up. Some cool advocacy stuff. He's got his liquids, which I can attest to now. They're really fucking 5 out of 5.
Yeah. Well, but what's also interesting is everyone knows that, you know, you're a fruity kind of guy, and that is a very, you know, bakery dessert liquid. So
my whole world is expanding. I don't know what's next. I might wear a fucking Gucci ball gown on the next Amigo show. I mean, like I'm really experiencing new things and embracing it. I'm happy.
So officially, I can reach up to the sky, grab it, and pull it down and say, yes. Yes.
Accomplishment.
That's it. Yeah. I could die a happy man. I got a fruity dude onto desserts. Other hand.
I know. You took the one thing that I considered healthy, which was fruit e-liquid, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And you've converted me to a undercover fat kid like yourself that just wants to eat all the sweets. Yeah. All the sweets in my face.
In my face. That's right. Get amongst it. Get around it. Get amongst it.
Oh God. Outstanding. All right. Well,
so
it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we're gonna thank everyone. Yeah, thank everyone for hanging out with us as always on the Amigos show.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys, man. It was so awesome having Adi Tuney on, man. He's one of the guys that we really respect. And it was awesome being able to talk to you guys. And it was also kind of fun not having that guy with the horns talking all the time, interrupting everybody. That fucking guy. I mean, God. Right?
Who?
Yeah, the guy with the horns. Yeah, I can't remember. He's been gone so long now.
Never heard of him.
Nah. We miss you, Malone.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Appreciate y'all. see if I can figure out how to fucking do this now. Because
Yeah,
I'm the
some
host.
respect.
I'm the host because Horny McFuckerson left. Yeah. Thanks,
You-
Horny McFuckerson. Thanks.